I'm Scott Wardell, and with my wife Barb, we own Montgomery Orchard and, of course, the Be Amazed corn maze. When we unveiled the Jolly Green Giant, people immediately went to the image, the physical image of the Green Giant. Those of us who were very well acquainted with it, and they thought, and you could see it in a moment, they were going through it and saying, boy, I bet that's a cool maze. And in fact, the people that are going through it are giving us that exact feedback. I don't think the layout was actually more difficult. So really, because of the leaves that are on the Green Giant, it's a very interesting maze because there's a lot of opportunity to do little cutouts and little dead ends where, frankly, people get a little bit lost. So it's really an outstanding shape for maze. A lot of people don't have any experience like this in their life, so that they come out to a corn maze and they walk through the corn and they're like, that's really interesting. I've never done that before. We have a short part of the maze and a longer part of the maze. So if you do both halves, you're going to be about an hour and 15 minutes or somewhere around that. We have felt from the very beginning that if we're going to create this orchard, we wanted to create an environment where people can have great outdoor experiences, but also we wanted to contribute to the food shelf. We started from the very beginning with a partnership with the folks from Second Harvest. And I was sitting down with one of the people at Second Harvest, and I said to him, now when we think of Minnesota and we think of the Twin Cities, who would you consider to be your biggest and greatest sponsor, helper in providing food? And General Mills came out in the very first sentence. So I started thinking about that. Well, how could we actually match what we're doing at the orchard by providing some great fresh fruit and continually help Second Harvest? And it became apparent because here we are sitting, just south of Montgomery, Minnesota, where a lot of sweet corn gets grown that ends up in a Green Giant can, that the answer was going to be the Green Giant.